Charlie Lopresti will have Wise Dan in the Fayette on closing day. Tell me why you picked that spot.
Well, there really isn't a whole lot over there at Churchill from this allowance race on the grass, and we thought if he can get the mile and eighth, that's a big question in our mind right now, but if he can get the mile and eighth, then we could look at the River City over there. And, you know, I think he's better than just running him in an allowance race.
Do you have a feel for whether he's better on, since he's run so well the turf race over at Churchill? Is he better on turf or synthetic?
You know, I think he's probably better on the turf, really. I think he is better on the turf. He's pretty effective on synthetic, too, but I think, in honesty, he's better on the turf. I wish there was a race for him at Churchill, like a mile on the grass, but there's not, really, other than allowance race. So we're kind of looking at both. We're leaning towards the Fayette right now.
With the fact that he's run so well on this track, is that something that helps you get the mile and an eighth?
Well, yeah, and the way this track is playing right now, it looks like speed's holding pretty good, you know, and maybe he'll be closer, but hopefully they won't go real fast on the front end. You know, if he can get loose with a 48 half or something, but I don't know if that's going to happen looking at these races right now, so that's a big question.
How was his last race? What did you think of it?
Oh, it was really good. I mean, he got beat a length and a half to the best length and 3/4 to the best turf milers in the country. That was a Breeders' Cup race right there.
How's he improved from last year? I know he was good last fall.
I think he's grown up and he's learning to relax and he's mature.
What about in terms of style? Pretty tractable for the rider?
Yeah, I think, you know, he's a little bit easier to manage this year. He was pretty headstrong. Well, early on in his 3-year-old year, he was pretty headstrong, but now he's getting where, you know, he'll relax a little bit and he's more manageable. Now
that you've found that the turf is where you think is the best spot, have you kind of looked ahead to next year already of what you like to point for?
Well, that's a reason that maybe we're doing this is if he can get the mile and eighth, then we can maybe run him in the River City. And then next year we'll know he'll be effective from like a mile to a mile and eight, just like Churchill was.
Probably set him in the Maker's Mark, maybe?
Well, we'll have to see, you know.
Talk about Churchill and how he's coming up.
Really good, really good. He's going to breeze tomorrow on the grass. He's doing really well. He's trained well. We're really happy with everything, and just keep our fingers crossed.
They still have some improvement left?
He's going to have to win that race, I can tell you right now. I mean, he's never, well, you know, they're a tough bunch of horses. You know, he's beat Get Stormy. Get Stormy's going back in. I mean, that filly's just unbelievable. She's won 3 in a row in the Breeders' Cup. So, yeah, Giappone, he's a really good horse, obviously, coming off of this race here at Keeneland. So he's going to have his game face on, but I think he'll run well.
He won at Saratoga on the turf, won at Woodbine on the turf, and he's run at Churchill on it. What's his best? Which of the turf surfaces does he like the best? Do you have a feel?
You know, he ran an awful good race in the open inverse over there at Churchill. I mean, they were just a few ticks off the track record. He got a huge number. I think he got 103 Beyer. That was a mile and a 16th, and I mean, he really closed a lot of ground and had a big kick there. So he's been pretty good on any turf I've run him this year. I mean, he went from the open inverse to Saratoga to Woodbine. So,
good luck.
Thanks.